Gordon is behind Regan Smith, Mark Martin, Jamie McMurray, and Paul Menard. There he goes by Regan Smith. Gordon up to 4th place. Can the 4-time champion charge all the way to the lead in these final 3 laps?
Jeff Gordon has picked his time up back under 53 seconds a lap now for Jeff Gordon.
McMurray going to get passed by 2 as he tries to save some fuel. Martin to 2nd, Gordon to 3rd.
Still a long way to go. 5 miles, more than that. More like 7.5 miles to go.
Jeff Gordon should be able to get by Mark Martin here shortly. If he doesn't have to waste any time getting by Mark, and he's not at all before they get to turn 3. This is Jeff Gordon's race to win right now.
To 2nd place.
He not only has more fuel and enough, he has fresher tires than Paul Menard to run these quick laps.
These fans at Indianapolis are all on their feet, trying to see if the young man who made his racing name on the short tracks of this area can win a 5th Brickyard 400. Paul Menard leads. Gordon is 2nd. 2 laps to go.
Okay, Paul Menard's going to have to run the most perfect laps he's ever run in his life to try to hold that 24 car off. And I'm not sure it'll be enough.
Yeah, looks like that he's catching this traffic. Paul Menard in a good spot. It's going to be up the back straightaway, not to impede his progress any at all here.
There's the 2 crew chiefs. Man, I know what they feel like.
Which is?
Oh, man. You can't even breathe right now, Alan.
Menard,
Slugger, look at Slugger. He's like, he's got to get my heart started again. Come on, man.
Lap traffic in the way.
See Gordon get everything that he can right against the wall out of turn 3.
Mike Bliss in the 32.
Yeah, Paul's going to need some help from this car. He needs to move over.
Coming to the white
Biggest race
flag.
of your life, bud. Drive the hell out of it. Come on.
1 lap to go to win the Brickyard 400. Menard dealing with lap traffic. Gordon trying to close in turn 1. Menard is cleared out. Gordon's got to deal with the traffic.
He's got enough
Looks
fuel.
good.
That might be enough now, yes.
Looks good so far. This is going to be the biggest day of Paul Menard's life.
But does he have enough fuel to get to the finish? Gordon clear of traffic. Setting up for the finish. Final corners.
Good corner here.
His family with such a long racing history in Indianapolis, they'll kiss the bricks together now. Paul Menard wins the Brickyard 400.
Wow. Oh, this is huge for Paul Menard. He started his career driving for me, and I couldn't.
And a park home run, buddy. That's what we talked about. Good job.
Gordon gave it a run, though.
What a finish.
Yeah, and what a great job Paul Menard did. He saved the fuel that he needed to, and when it came time to drive the car, he got the speed out of it that he needed. Congratulations, that young man.
Thank you, everybody.
And what a place to get your first NASCAR Sprint Cup Series win.
Unbelievable. Richard Childress has to be very, very proud of his driver today.
The first driver ever to get his first Sprint Cup Series win in this oh-so-difficult race. Continuing a theme of the season 2011 of first-time winners. 4th driver to pick up a trophy this year for the first time. And what a family moment this will be at Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Menards. Jamie.
John Menard up here on the pit box. Can't believe it. John, this is where it all began for your family. What does this win and this place mean to you?
For Paul to get his first win here is unbelievable. He's a good boy. He followed this place all his life. I just can't believe it. I'm afraid I'm going to fall off this pit box. I just don't know what to do.
You've always been so involved on the sponsor side. What does it mean as a dad watching your son get the job done?
My heart is going 1,000 miles a minute. I don't know if I can take it. It's unbelievable. It's a wonderful place. You know, our whole family spent so much time here. And now to have Paul's first victory here is It's incredible. It's just incredible.
This man and his family have helped so many drivers at this very place in the Indianapolis 500. You get to go celebrate in Victory Lane.
We're going to go celebrate pretty hard, I think.
All right, John Menard, there's going to be a party.
What a moment for Paul Menard, our Goodyear winning moment. His first NASCAR Sprint Cup Series win at Indianapolis. Think about all the things that just went into that. The calculations from the team to save the fuel they needed. They told him with four laps to go, it's time to go.
Well, and you look at all the other things that happened. He got hit by Matt Kenseth at one time and during the race, almost lost it. Came back to have great strategy, and what a great moment for Paul Menard.
And a great family story it will be when they get to Victory Lane and when they line up along the yard of bricks to plant that so sweet kiss. Reserved only for the winners. And what a charge by Jeff Gordon. Our post-race coverage from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in just a moment. Paul Menard wins after a valiant try by Jeff Gordon. The celebration is on at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for Paul Menard and the Menard family, after the 30-year-old from Wisconsin scores his first career win in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series in what he says is the biggest race of the year to him because of his family's long history at this great track. What a dramatic finish. Jeff Gordon came from 12 seconds back with 12 laps to go to just come up shy at the finish, Vince.
Well, another half lap, we might be talking about a different winner at this year's Brickyard 400. But Jeff, as you're clicking them off and passing one by one and they're updating you on the radio of how much you've got to make up, what's going through your mind as you know how close it's going to be?
Well, you know, when the biggest key to me was when we came out of the pits ahead of Harvick. I thought that was huge, you know, so Alan did an awesome job. I mean, first of all, what an incredible drive to Hunger Chevrolet. Right from the drop of the green flag, this was a lot of fun today, and I had a blast driving it. The car was awesome. And so when we got in front of Harvick, I thought, okay, you know, I thought that was the guys who were going to race. And then when Alan started telling me there were guys going to try to stretch on fuel mileage, all I could do is run as hard as I could. And I was a little bit loose at the beginning, and we got some traffic and the car finally tightened up, and then we were really clicking off some laps. But every time I got to a car that was saving fuel, they kind of held me up a little bit and made it a little more difficult for me to pass. So I knew that we weren't quite going to get to Paul. It was really about running out of fuel. So we tried as hard as we could to put pressure on him. And I got to say, as disappointing as it is to not win this race, it sure was great to run that good. And I gotta congratulate Paul Menard. I don't think there's anybody in this garage area that appreciates a win here at the Brickyard more than Paul. He grew up here as a kid, and I think that's pretty special, pretty cool.
Quickly, how bad did you want it on that last lap, knowing you were that close?
Well, I wanted it really bad, you know, leading up to that, but on the last lap, I knew I was too tight behind him that if he didn't run out, I wasn't going to get him. You know, I needed a few laps to work on him. Well, I guess I need a few more laps for him to run out of fuel, too.
Great performance from Jeff Gordon in the 24 today, Alan.
Boy, it was. He put on a show at the end of this race, but comes up one spot shy of victory. You wonder how far back Paul Menard can remember dreaming of what it would be like to drive into victory lane at Indianapolis. He gets the reality now.
Career Sprint Cup Series start, Paul, and you get the win at the Brickyard. What is this moment like?
You know, I've been coming here since I was a little kid, and my dad's been trying to win this race for 35 years, and so this is for my dad. Brad Tooney back home. A lot of emotions right now, but these guys, you know, Slugger Lab and all these guys just do a hell of a job, and man, I can't believe we won Indy.
Paul, this morning I talked to your crew chief, Slugger Labby, and he told me the one thing they had going for was this fuel mileage, and it ended up working in your favor. What was it like when he told you, you're free, go for it?
I was saving a little bit and maintaining with the 5 and with the 1, and then I started backing up a little bit more, and they kind of kept backing up with me. So I knew that we saved plenty of fuel, and then I was more worried about the guys that pitted for fuel, and they're coming hard, and we're keeping. Slug kept telling me where Jeff was and how fast he was coming. Sent me loose with 3 laps to go, and the car was really good. Clean air is so important. I mean, we stayed out 1 caution, no tires, took off, got in the back, had a pit road penalty, got in the back, and couldn't do anything. So clean air, ECR horsepower, Nibco's on the hood. Menards and my dad and everybody's been coming here for 35 years, and it's Indianapolis.
We talked to your dad up on the pit box. He's so emotional. As you said, he's been trying to win here for 35 years. The money that he's spent supporting drivers, the heartbreak, and now the victory. What does it mean for your family?
It's big, My first year was here was 1989, that I can remember anyway, and I think I was here when I was like 3 or 4 years old too. But just spent a lot of time in the garage area. I think I didn't miss Indy 500 from '89 to 2003. I was here for the inaugural Brickyard 400 '94. Just a really special place for my family, myself. Thanks for all the fans. Indianapolis is the greatest racetrack in the world, and we've got the best fans here too.
Paul, when you signed with RCR, what was the reality that maybe you would have a chance at making the chase, because now you are a wild card?
We are a wild card. We've had an up and down year. We've had fast cars, been struggling to put the deal together. Be consistent week to week. But it's not a lack of effort. Slugger, he's in the shop 7 days a week, or when he's not at the track, he's in the shop, and all these guys just bust their tails. Have beautiful race cars. ECR horsepower is fantastic, and we got great fuel mileage too, thanks to ECR and Timmy Petty.
Such a humble driver. Paul Menard celebrates his first ever Sprint Cup Series victory. His dad, his mom, his girlfriend, Richard Childress, Slugger Labby, his crew chief, all here ready to celebrate. Reba McIntyre's even in victory lane.
Thank you, sir.